people, and welcome once again to my channel. Yeah, it's Bravetalk with Nursebee, and you're welcome. And it's your first time tuning in, please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you. And today we have somebody beautiful. We have a special guest. As you can see from the thumbnail, her name is there already. Welcome, Chisel.
Hi, thank you.
Welcome. Thank you for
Thank
coming to
you.
my channel today. Thank you
All
for
right.
sparing your
No
time and
worries.
every other thing.
It's
So, can
okay.
you give us a brief introduction about yourself?
Right.
Something brief.
My name is Chisom and
Mm.
I'm a nurse just like
Mhm.
Buki and yeah. I have my own YouTube channel. It's called
Oh.
Adezi Chisom on YouTube. So please
Yeah, please.
just subscribe
We have
if you
awesome
can.
content, relaxing,
Yeah.
entertaining content.
Yeah. So I just do lifestyle content, beauty, and all
Mhm.
that. I just started myself, so I'm still trying to get the hang of everything. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I think
subscribe.
that's what we need, the support.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so today's video we'll be talking about friendship. Yeah, friends.
Yeah.
We have like the thumbnail says navigating through female friendship. So I
Mm-hmm.
think we should do a little throwback on how we met, how we became
Yeah.
friends. Would you
Okay.
go first?
All right. No worries. So it was when we came to UK in
Mhm.
2022.
Yeah.
And we had to go to this little town called Crewe
Why did you
for
call it
our
little?
OSCE. It's little now. For our OSCE practicals,
Yeah.
just to prepare for OSCE before we could start working as nurses. So I think I was there before and then you came.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you were just like everywhere. You knew some people there already. So I'm like, oh, you were
Yeah.
so friendly and always smiling. And I'm like, oh,
Oh,
she looks good. She's
thank
okay.
you.
And then we started talking and practicing together. And finally we passed. And you had to go to,
Yeah,
where did you go to?
Cambridge.
Cambridge. And then I
Cambridge.
had to go to Wigan. So yeah, we've been in contact since then.
Yeah,
Just talking
yeah.
on and off. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's how we met.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so speaking about that, what's your take about female friendship? What's your own view?
Female friendship is something that is very important that every woman should have
Mm.
because at least you get support from your fellow females and it makes you feel like you've got a community even if it's just one person. Like it's very advisable to have a friend. So in my own opinion, I think female friendship is a nice thing to have in your life as a female. And if you're lucky, it might work out well for you. If you're not, then you might just have to be a loner or something. But it's very
If you're
advisable to have
lucky,
female
but what
friends.
do you mean by if you're lucky? Like, would you like to elaborate?
Many people are not really lucky when it comes to
Hmm.
friendship.
Do you
Like,
feel they are not lucky or because they're not discerning enough to know who the right person is?
yeah, there's that. There's the
Mm-hmm.
discernment part. Then there's some people actually have good intentions when they go into
Mm-hmm.
friendships, but
Okay.
that's where the discernment comes in. Maybe they
Yeah.
weren't discerning enough to know that this person is not the right person they should hang out with
Mm.
or call a friend. So, yeah, it could be the discernment part. It's to me, I also think it has to do with luck as well because most
Mhm.
times the other person is not actually a bad person, but it's just
Hmm.
that they don't vibe together or they are not a match. So
Yeah.
that's
I
the
would
luck
say
part.
probably not every good person is for you.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah,
when it comes
sometimes
to
you just don't
marriage
vibe.
too, not every good person is for you. So
Exactly.
I think yeah. So for you, do you
Hmm.
feel how do you select your own friends? Do you pray about them or you just go on with the vibe? What do you think?
To be honest, I go on with the vibe. Like if you have a good vibe and I
Mm-hmm.
can see myself with you in the long run,
Yeah.
and you're just this happy good feather, then yeah, I'll go with you. But I don't just jump into friendships. I
Hmm.
can like your vibes can rhyme with me, but with my own vibe. But then along the way, I can just keep observing,
Studying them. Mm.
observing, and
Study, observing.
if it's still a match with my vibe, then we're just going for it. But if it's not, then slowly I'll remove myself, detach myself from the equation because yeah, I know maybe I can't deal with
Mm.
such vibe. So yeah.
Yeah, so like you said, so what type of vibe would you do you have any stereotype or mindset about um
Who should be my friend?
yes, who should you be your friend? Yeah.
No, to be
Okay.
honest,
Mm.
um as long as you're a kind
Okay.
person,
Okay.
and um you treat everybody equally. Like you're not the kind of person that is good to me and then you're very mean to somebody else, mean to other people.
Mm.
You're just a kind human being, then I
Mm.
would like to hang out with you. Then if your objectives in life, your aims, your aspirations kind
Mm.
of
That's
match
it.
with my own, then I'll definitely want to be your friend. Yeah, that those three things are like the criteria I look out for: kind people, then people that have the same goals and aspirations as I do. So yeah, and if you can be very supportive anytime I call on you, you're there and
Mm.
things like that. Yeah, that's those are things I look out for in
Mm,
friendship.
definitely, everybody wants a good person. Nobody
Yeah.
wants. But the question is always, are you that good person? That's always the question. Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's
always the question. When you see people talk about friendship, oh, this, did this, and I'm like, so who are those bad people? When everybody keeps complaining.
the bad people are the good people, to be honest. The bad people are the good people because yeah, I've had some friendship breakups, and it doesn't
Mm,
mean that I'm a bad person, and it doesn't
friendship
mean
at
they are bad
breakfast.
people.
So, would you
Yeah.
like to share your experience on that? Your friendship breakfast?
Do I want to do that?
Yes, please. That's why we're on the channel. That's
Oh
why we're on
my
the
god.
show. Let's learn from your experience.
Uh, so the last friendship breakfast I had
Mm-hmm.
wasn't really anybody's fault. Like it wasn't my
Mm.
fault, it wasn't her fault. And it's important to note that sometimes friendships are not forever.
Mm,
Sometimes they just
yes.
have to come to your life for a
Season.
certain period of time, and
Yeah.
then you guys just have to go and find new people. So, the last one, I'm saying the last one like there are plenty, but it's just like, okay, the last one, she do I want okay. She was kind of dating my uncle,
Okay.
and something happened and they were not together anymore,
Okay.
and they had to it kind of affected me. So
Okay.
like now she didn't want to have anything to do
Oh, I
with
see.
me or the guy or anything. So like I kind of understand where she's coming
It's
from,
coming from,
but it doesn't make her a bad person,
yeah.
and it doesn't
Mm.
make me a bad person. I just kind of think, oh, our chapter has closed, so
Mm.
yeah, we'll just find
In
new
such
people.
case, what do you think you would have done better? And
I
some
actually,
friendship fallout. Sorry for cutting you
yeah,
short.
yeah.
Some friendship fallout. There are some things you feel you should have done better, and most times it's always the communication path. Sometimes, like you said, with everybody just feel, oh, it's not working out, it's not working out. Like, do
Hmm.
you feel there are things that people could have done better, like talking to each other that, okay, what have you done wrong? What have I done wrong? That's if both parties are willing to make it work, I
Yeah,
feel. So
yeah, yeah. So,
what's your own take on that?
to be honest, I actually tried my best because when the situation happened,
Mm.
um, we were still in contact for some time, but Going through the friendship, it was different after the
Mm,
whole situation, because even if we talked about it and she told me how hot she was and everything, there was something off about it. Like, she wasn't giving it her all. Then me, I was feeling bad for her and things like that. So we just couldn't. Then there was this distance factor again, because she was far away
mm,
from me. So it's not like we used to see on a daily basis or
mm,
weekly basis. So
okay.
we actually tried the communication part, but
Okay.
just like I said, some friendships are not supposed to be forever. And
Mm,
if you have some unreconcilable differences, then you just have to let it go. It's
mm.
kind of painful sometimes, but
Yeah.
with time, you just get used to the fact that, yeah, that person is not your friend anymore. So yeah, that's what I have to say. But some people don't actually give it a chance. They don't communicate. They don't want to get to the bottom of everything that has happened.
Yeah.
They just call it,
Yeah.
and they don't, try to make amends. And if you try to communicate, you might find out like the person actually, like, you guys can agree to disagree. The person might
Okay.
actually have a point, and you might actually have a point. So some people don't even give it any
Yeah. I get
right.
right.
They're
So
like,
for
oh, you've offended me, and that is over. We're not doing it again. But that's
for
not the right.
you, what do you think? Like you've said, you keep you can try to make amendments. So for you, when do you draw the line? Like,
I
what's
draw the
that one
line.
thing that breaks the camel's back? Like, when do you say,
Mm,
"Oh, I'm letting it go"?
I let it go when I've tried everything I can as a human being and it's not working. And
Okay.
there's this, let's say, invisible division between us. Like, things are not how they used to be before. And I've
Mm,
tried my best. Maybe I've apologized, or maybe I've tried to be there for you, and still you're not giving it your all. Then it looks
mm,
one sided, like I'm the only one giving everything.
yeah, forcing yourself.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, see, I know when I'm needed. I know where I am
They are
valued.
not valued.
Yeah, so I can't take this disrespect. So I'm going. Then I call it quits. But the thing is, this world, we have billions and billions of people in the world. So there's still
Mm,
opportunity to meet new people every time. So even if whatever has happened,
mhm,
you can still find new people and build new connections and all that.
mm.
Yeah.
So for you, for females, do you think it's always pride? Like you just said now, where you are not valued. Do you think it's always pride that, oh, this person doesn't match up with me? That's why the other party does not give their all in a friendship. Do you feel it's always pride?
Sometimes there can be pride there, but
Mm.
I think some people just get tired. We grow and we evolve. So
Yeah.
your friends in secondary school, you can sometimes your ideology in life and the way you
Mm.
think, your mentality can change,
Changes.
and
Yeah.
they just don't maybe match up, or the other way around, their mentality might get higher and they can see the world in a different perspective, and
Mm.
suddenly you're not the kind of person they want in the next stage of life. So it
Mm.
happens. So it's painful, but you just have to accept the fact that that person has to move on, or vice versa. So
Mm.
yeah, I think it has to do with stage
Mm.
of life, and
Stages of
sometimes,
life.
yeah.
Mm.
But some people are lucky enough to still have their secondary school friends, irrespective
Yeah.
of how far they've gone in life or how far the other person.
Yeah.
And that's genuine
Yeah.
friendship. Yeah,
Just
I
genuine
feel.
friendship. I kind of feel that God ordained friendship. What's your perspective about God ordained friendship?
Hmm. There are things like that. Like, when you meet someone and you feel like, oh, I've seen my sister, and God's hand is in this, because you
Yeah.
never imagine that you find someone like that. And probably you've been praying for
That's it.
that connection, and
Connection.
of
Yeah.
course God will do what he's always known for and answer your prayers and send you someone that you need to support you. So I believe there are God ordained
Do you
friendships,
have
and
such people in your corner?
yeah, it's good to have such people in your corner.
Oh.
So
Like, I
yeah,
mean, you personally, do you have what's your take on besties, soulmates and all that? Do you
ah,
have such, or you're just the type that, well, just friends on a normal level. I don't want something intimate.
okay, so I I think personally I am an introvert, so it's
Mm.
very difficult for me to let people into my space. I love myself a lot, and I love my own. I love being by myself. You get so. It might be different for somebody else, but personally, I don't really love people in my space. So if I say you're my bestie, then I really mean you're my bestie. But I don't believe in besties. Sorry.
Oh,
I don't.
yeah, I see someone now because I've been hearing a lot of people who say they don't believe in besties, and
I
I'm like,
don't.
why? So why? Okay, I think you just
So
explained it. You
yeah, I
find it
used to.
hard. Do you think that's not being too when you're too fine, it's always good to be protective of your space.
Yeah,
That's very, very normal for every other person. But I
yeah.
feel that would make you too protective. And there are some people that God might have just
I know. I
placed in
know.
your way. So how do you find a balance between those two?
Anyway, so hmm,
Oh, yeah, I
are you
see the
there?
network on it. Yeah, yeah, I'm
Okay.
done.
All right. So to be honest, I think mine is due to subconscious um lack of trust.
That's
so
it. That's it.
so right from when I was a child, I'm very
Mm-hmm.
sensitive. So if I'm the kind of person that once I go into something, I go into it with my full
Oh,
chest,
oh,
with
okay.
my everything. So right from when I was a child, I think many people have been, um, would I say, using that to their own advantage and then to my own
Mm,
advantage. So when they notice that, oh, this girl is in this thing 100%, then they feel like, oh, they can do anyhow, and then because I look like I'm a kind person, they're like, oh, she'll forgive. So like I
oh, so
expect my friends.
you feel it's
Yeah,
constant
people.
breaking of trust. That's why you
Yeah,
try to
exactly.
guard your space.
Exactly. So
Mm,
like they notice that, oh, this girl goes in with everything, and they
mm,
misuse that, will I say, privilege or whatever. They
mm,
misuse it, and me on my own part, like something will just be, I feel like something will be taken out away from me. Like
mm,
this goes back to primary school. Like it might be little
mm,
little things, little things,
mm.
but
I know.
subconsciously, in my head I'm like, oh, so I trusted you and you did this to me. I don't trust anybody anymore. And then I open up again, and then I let someone in, and then someone will do something again. I'm like, oh my god, I trusted you and you did this to me. So it's just like continuous thing that has been happening in my life, and I'm like, wow, maybe I'm giving my all too much. Maybe I should draw back.
Mm,
Maybe I should just be on my own. And it's just like a subconscious thing. Even if I like you so much, I'm like, hold up, I don't want you to do that to me anymore. So I know that some people might actually mean well, especially now I'm an adult, but
yeah.
it's just difficult because it's in my head. Like, do you
Mm,
really trust this person? What if this
I know,
person
right?
betrays you? What if this happens, that happens? The person that was close to being my best friend is the one that I had that friendship breakup with, and
For
it didn't have anything to do with trust or anything like that. It was something else, something external. So that one is not even really a problem. But the one that pains the most is when you trust someone and
mm,
the person just
I know, right? The
tries
person
to
breaks
betray
the
you.
trust.
Yeah,
It's
so
normal to feel odd. I think, yeah, it's normal to feel odd. But
yeah.
like you said, like finding where what went wrong, or if you were the person or the person was at fault. And yeah, but I think that shouldn't change who we are. Most times a lot of people would say, oh, they've had friendship fallout and they've tried to change who they are. You see kind people saying, oh, they don't give anymore, they just because they've been
It's been continuous. And I'm like, wow, am I not supposed to give my all in a friendship? Am
yeah.
I
And I think
supposed
that
to be
shouldn't
guarded
be.
up? It shouldn't be that way, right?
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
So yeah, most times when I make new friends, I'm really, really, really careful about it. And
Mm.
I pray about it as well. Like, God, many people have done they've shown me shege in this life. Please. I don't want again, no.
Oh my
Like I'm not
days.
changed myself. I am just fine.
I know, right?
So yeah, I have friends. So I have friends, but I don't have a bestie. I don't think I have it in me to have a bestie again. Yeah, but I can have friends, good friends, but no bestie. I'm not doing a
Mm,
bestie again. No. Yeah.
mm. Yeah, that's lovely. That's so so lovely. Wow, like I'm enjoying this because well, with different people with their different views.
Let me,
I've seen
I'll give
somebody
you.
who doesn't take friendship that serious.
No, I take friendship seriously, but because of
Mm-hmm.
what has been happening, I don't.
Mm.
So a case in point is I had this very good friend from primary six. That's what I'm telling you. Like it's something that happened in the past, but I don't know. Somehow it's kind of still affecting me.
Affecting.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Do
like
you feel
one
it's
of them.
because you've not healed from those things? You still
Probably,
feel off?
sometimes I feel like I want to. I'm not even hot. Sometimes I'm like, oh, let me give someone else another chance, and then that person will do something else that,
Mm.
to me, maybe I feel like I'm a very sensitive person, and
Mm.
it, maybe that's where it stems from, because little some things that people overlook, I don't overlook, and I believe that friends should be loyal. You understand? So there are some things that might be minute, but to me they're
Mm.
not. So I might have that communication with you, but in my head I've tapped
Mm-hmm.
out, like I'm not doing again. So so this one happened when I was in primary six. She was my good friend, like my parents, her parents, we all knew each other. And then we got into secondary school, and this girl joined bad friends. Like she had other friends that were bad. So they were teaching her how to steal from her
Mm.
parents. So she'll steal huge amounts of money from her mom and her dad, and then she'll give it to those her new friends, and then take some for herself.
Mm.
So I wasn't aware, but I noticed that something was wrong, because one certain Valentine's Day, she bought loads and loads of things, and then she offered to give me one. And I'm like, where did you get this amount of money from? Do they give, I know your parents don't really give you much money for
Mhm.
snacks, so where have you been saving? And if you've been saving, how much did you even save? Is this from primary five that you've been saving money to get this amount of things? And then she was like, oh yeah, she's been saving for a long time, that she wants to spoil her family. She got some things for her mom, her dad, her siblings, for me, everybody, like expensive things. So I was just worried, like, how did she get that amount of money? But I
Yeah.
kept quiet. Then one day, her mom called me, like physically after school, and
Mm.
was very confrontational. Like she was screaming at me, embarrassing me in front of everybody. And I was confused, like, what did I do? Then she was like, "Oh, you're the one that is teaching my daughter how to steal, eh? Yeah." She said that the money she stole, that she gives it to you. Any money she steals, she gives it to you to store in the bank for her. And so you're the, how do you become this bad friend? We've known you for a long time. I was
Mm.
dumbfounded. Like, I don't understand. Where is this accusation coming from?
From.
Accusing me of theft. Like, I'm very sensitive. I know I'm not a thief. So why? Why did she lie about me and all that? So I was so hot. I couldn't even look at, I was crying. Like, how would you lie against me like that? And then I calmed down, and then I told her mom that I noticed that she was spending money on things she couldn't afford, and I was
Mm.
wondering where she got the money from. And me, at that point in JS1, I did not
Mm.
even know how to take Okada. talk more of
Wow.
keke
Way back in
or bus.
GS1, and you have every detailed.
But like my parents always pick me from school, so where that I
Um,
don't even know where bank is. So I was telling her, I don't even, I've not seen the four walls of a bank before. I don't
um,
even know what you're talking about. Like, why would you
um,
just start? Me in my mind, I'm like, why did the woman start shouting at me without verifying
um,
my own part of the
um,
story? Like, I was so mad. So after everything, the woman apologized to me, and then she said she believes me because my dad came. That was after school, and saw her talking to me and asked what happened. We started talking and all that. But in my mind, I built this wall. Like, how can my friend do that to me? My best friend. I was so shocked. And then what happened? She came to me for a conversation. She was looking sober and she was just begging for forgiveness. She was like she did not want to lie against the other friends. She just my name popped into her mouth and then she continued using my name to lie. I'm like, I don't understand. Then the other friend I had, that was the end of the friend. I told her, see, I've forgiven you, but I cannot have anything to do with you again because if you could lie against me like that, one day you'll kill me. And
Wow, that's. Do you know the thing that amused me is, and you still have every detail of this information. Like that's.
yes, it was painful. It was very painful. Like I cried. I went home, I was still crying. I'm like, how? How did she come
Oh
up with
my
that
days,
story?
oh chisom. Like
No, no,
well, I can see why you're
no.
actually guarding your space,
Oh
anyways.
my god. That's just one of many. There are many more that has happened with different people. So no. It's just like
You would rather leave
unfortunate.
besties.
Yeah, and just
Let me
have
just be
friends. I can
friends.
say hi, hello, let's hang out, and then I'll go home and I'm not
Oh
doing
my
any besties with
days.
anybody. So if those
Oh,
my friends should do anything, it won't really pay me. But when I have put my all into the friendship and I'm telling you everything, advising you, you're advising me, we are just like sisters, and then you go behind me to do something that is irrational,
mm.
then it's not making sense. So I'm sure there are many good people out there that I can connect with, I can be friends with, especially now I'm an adult, but I don't think I'm ready for that. For now, my husband is my best friend.
No, 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 no. We won't
Oh
accept
my
that. We won't accept that. The
god.
human
No.
nature is being created to like do life with
Yeah.
people. No, I
No,
actually
I have
understand
many
the
friends. So
areas.
I have many
Yeah.
friends. I have good friends. Like yeah, I can just have good friends, but that's it. Not best friend. I cannot do best friend. I can have very good friends.
Oh my
Yeah.
days. Oh please. Oh, that's really lovely. Like
Yeah.
I'm actually seeing from different people's perspective.
Yeah.
But we
That,
all have reasons why we are. For me, I
how
think I
yeah.
hold friendship to in a very high place. Like
Yeah.
I can do all my like all what it takes for friendship.
Yeah, I've seen people like that and I envy you guys. Like I wish I could have that, but I think I am my own stumbling block now because there's nothing
Yeah, I
stopping me
think
from
you need to
having
just lower
good
your
friends.
guard. Yeah, I think you just need to lower your guard and then be what's it called? Like you said, be prayerfully because there are some people who are smiley, smiley, and all good on the outside, but then
They
they
don't
have
have your good
different,
intentions.
yeah, good
Yeah.
intention. And also, like I said earlier on, not every good person is supposed to be in your circle.
Yeah.
Do you get? Yeah. So I think that's just basically all. So
Yeah.
like you really asked. This is another,
No, like I really
another
love
eye
my
opening
company
for
now.
me.
And besides, I have five sisters.
Oop,
Five sisters. So,
they
you
are
know, when you
enough
have
to be on.
sisters that way, like it's also very difficult to let someone else into your space because my sisters are
Mm.
my good friends. They are my besties, in fact. My
Oh,
sisters are just, they've been there for me, they've been so supportive. So with all
oh,
those things that have happened in the past, they've always
mm,
been there. So yeah, they're my besties. Then I
oh,
have good friends, very good friends
mm,
that have also been good. Like for sure there are many good people out there. Like many people have been good to me, but
mm,
I don't think I want to have a bestie. I don't think I want to have any best friend. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Chisom.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay.
for coming. Like,
Thank
I've really
you.
learned a lot. I've
Yeah.
really learned a lot from you today because I'm
Yeah.
always the open type, like, let's make friends,
Yeah.
let's make friends. But
Yeah.
then
You're
life
bubbly
has
and
taught me the lessons also. Thank
yeah.
you for coming.
No
Yeah, I really appreciate
worries.
it. So, guys, please subscribe to Adeze Chisom's channel. She has
Please.
awesome content. Like she
Yeah.
said, thank you. Female
Yeah.
friendship. We'll
Hmm.
get there.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's nice
All
having
right.
you.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.